If growing your business feels like you're constantly pulling attention, pulling people, pulling yourself onto the next platform, I want you to listen to this because the more you stack on, the heavier it gets. And there's a reason for that. So hear me out because I'm going to help you unravel the question, do I have to do all this to grow my business, specifically social media? The short answer is no. To give you some context, I spend time in podcasting communities because, hi, I'm a podcaster, but I just hang out there to talk shop. No gotta sell energy, just sharing ideas with fellow podcasters. Anyway, there's one question that I see come up a lot while hanging out with my fellow podcasters, and it's the same question across the board for many people who are trying to grow on social media. So the question is, do I need a Facebook page or profile to grow my podcast? So let me answer that right away. No, you don't need it. But whether you should use it depends on what kind of growth you're actually trying to create. That's where things start to get a little messy because this isn't really a Facebook question. It's the same question people ask everywhere in business. Do I need Instagram to get clients? Do I need to post more content? Do I need to be on another platform to make this work? So here's the thing. Different platforms, same pressure. And the pressure underneath all of this is, if I don't do this, am I holding myself back? We feel the pressure. It's real. Most people out there aren't choosing a strategy. They're stacking tactics. I've done it. I'm not judging. I am not judging. I've done it. So I'm telling you from someone who's been there, done that, it's not a strategy. It's just being everywhere all at once. Here's the part most people forget to slow down to look at. Social media and platforms like podcasts or YouTube are built on two completely different growth models. Social media is manual, short-term, push-based. You show up, you post, you promote, you stop, everything stops. Platforms like podcasts, websites, and YouTube are slower, search-driven, built to compound. Once you create once, and that work continues to pay off over time. Neither one is bad, but when you try to run both models at the same time, especially on your own, things start to feel heavy fast. It really does. And this is usually where people will say, well, I'll just hire somebody. Here's the part I want you to be really careful with. Now lean in. Seriously, lean in, because this is a think like a damn business owner mindset shift. Hiring help doesn't automatically fix this problem. I've had clients with entire teams, I'm talking 15, 20 people, who were still backlogged, still stressed, still operating from the same fear of, if we stop, we won't hit our numbers. The growth model hadn't changed. They just had more people pulling the tugboat. So whether it's just you or you plus a team, if the foundation is built on constant push, the pressure doesn't go away. It just gets redistributed among everybody else. And that's why so many people are shocked when hiring doesn't bring the relief they expected. That's when growth turns into tugboat energy, constant effort just to keep things moving. This is why I appreciate when people talk honestly about timelines. Now, Sean Cannell of Think Media has shared data from large creator surveys. I mean, these are big surveys. Thousands of YouTubers, showing that for most people, it takes around 12 months before things start clicking. 12 months, 1 year, you hear it all the time, commit to it for 1 year. And on top of that, closer to 18 to 24 months before growth really compounds. That research, by the way, is usually framed around monetizing YouTube itself. But the part that matters here is this. This kind of growth on YouTube, websites, even podcasts, is supposed to feel slow at first. So when you pile fast, manual promotion on top of something that is designed to compound, you're just doing more work, not creating more growth. And here's another thing that piles on top of that. It's another layer that sneaks in here that most service providers notice, but don't recognize the shift needed around looking professional. I've been there, I've done that. I still do it to some extent. I still will play with my logo from time to time. And sometimes that reveals another reason why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. So there's a lot of advice out there around social media. This is part of the problem that isn't really about growth. We hear a lot of messages that really aren't about growth. It's more about legitimacy, looking professional, looking established, looking like you're doing it right, whatever the hell that is. And I get it. That pressure is real, but building for legitimacy and building for consistent revenue that supports your life are not always the same thing. Easy to add doesn't mean easy to maintain. Now, I've been down this road, like I said before, I've burned myself out trying to make everything happen at once, especially early on with YouTube. And why I actually quit YouTube years ago, which looking back, I realized every time I did something like that, I was resetting the clock on my ETA to success. But we live and learn, right? We learn from our experiences, and then we help others in an effort to help them not do the same damn thing. But the thing is, you hear what everyone says you should do, and they're not wrong. Those things do work. But doing all of them yourself all at once for a long period of time, oh my God, it's a lot. That's where resentment creeps in. And then you start asking yourself, if I hate this so much, why do I keep trying? I mean, if you've been there, let me know in the comments if you've been there. And if you've gotten out of that feeling, let me know some things that you've done to help yourself get back out there and stay motivated. Now, usually it's because you're chasing the feeling you had at the beginning. And when it was exciting, that's creative and yours. That's not a motivation problem. That's honestly a clarity problem because we all have these plans. We have these big goals. We set out to do them and just creeps in along the way. At some point, every business owner I know, and I have also hit this moment, they stop asking, what else should I add? And start asking, what's the essential thing I'm building here? Because at some point, it just becomes too much. And then you start asking, is this really giving me back what I put into it? And the fact is, it's not because they're lazy. It's not because anybody's lazy. It's because they want consistency of revenue, consistency in energy, and the results. So here's the thing that you don't usually hear across the online space regarding social media marketing and just marketing in general, online, SEO, in all of that. The thing is all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, a website, email marketing, YouTube, you name it, all of them work. But most people don't need more platforms or more to do. They need one clear growth model they can commit to long enough to actually let it work. And that's actually the hardest part to do. Now, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how to tell whether your content is actually working, not from a creator standpoint, but from a business owner perspective, because that's what we're doing here in Making Business Effortless, is we're thinking like business owners. So we're going to learn in the next video how to read traction, how to look at metrics without obsessing, and how to know if what you're doing is actually moving you toward consistent revenue. If you want that when it's up, all you need to do, subscribe, ding the bell, turn on those notifications so you don't miss it. And if this conversation is hitting close to home, that feeling of doing a lot but not seeing consistency, that's exactly what I help untangle inside my Cash and Clients Without Chaos program. It's a 90-day program. The details are in the description below. Now go watch the next video. YouTube absolutely 100% believes is good for you. It'll help you take this one step further.